Wigan Warriors 10. What a game at Craven Park. So, yeah, the Robins came out flying, absolutely flying. Wigan, on the back foot from the get-go. Very, very big congratulations must go to Mikey Lewis in that opening 10 to 15 minutes. Wigan Warriors targeted him the same way that St. Helens targeted Jake Connor at the Totally Wicked Stadium. The difference, Mikey Lewis did not budge. That's right, he kept his head for the entire game. Congratulations to Mikey. It was crystal clear that a tactic of Wigan was to get right in the face of Mikey Lewis, rough him up a little bit, take his focus off the game, not a bit of it. Well done to Mikey Lewis. Real maturity in this game, albeit he did have a little spat with Cruz Leeming behind the goal line, didn't he? It was fantastic stuff, this, from the Robins. Has to be said, a brilliant start to the game. You couldn't knock them, could you? Jesse Sue barnstorming right over the line. Let's have an opening score. Thank you very much indeed. He took it brilliantly well. Then, of course, it was the turn of Gildart. Again, not a problem whatsoever. Over you go against his former club. Taken lovely on the left edge. And then come number 3, a brilliant breakaway try. We've seen this time and time again from the Robins, haven't we? Brilliant combination between Pata Hiku and Niall Evans. Over they go, 18-0. They're absolute in wonderland, aren't they? And then a brilliant moment in the game for me. Now, what really annoyed me in this game was Kyle Amor. Kyle Amor, about 30 minutes into commentary, said that Wigan were playing poorly. No, they weren't. Hull KR were playing superbly. And I'm sick and tired that every time Wigan and Saints lose, it's because of them. It's not. It's not because of them. This was about Hull KR, and congratulations to Matty Peat. Yet again, brilliant post-match interview. Just said it as it was. Beat right across the park. It wasn't about effort. It was just that Hull KR were bang on it. Let's give credit where credit is due. Hull KR could be the real deal in 2024. And then we get to minute number 33. Everything that you need to know about, the togetherness, the willingness to win, turning up for each other in D. Joe Burgess, congratulations, sir. Congratulations. For me, one of the moments of the season. You know that I like my defence. Over he comes from, his edge. Over he comes from his right edge. Leeming goes off, doesn't he, on that break? And then you just see Burgess get the sprint on, over he comes, bang, have a little bit of that. And then when you think he's got nothing left in the tank, the ball goes back over to his edge and he races back over to the other side of the field in time to get the fifth tackle. Incredible from Joe Burgess. Ryan Hall paid tribute to him, and rightly so at full time. That was one of the best pieces of individual brilliance in defence that I've seen in Super League for many a season. Joe Burgess at the moment at Hull KR is doing really well. Congratulations to Joe. 18-0 at half-time. You're thinking, well, it's going to be interesting what happens in the second half. And of course, Miskey bounces back, doesn't he, for the Wigan Warriors. And 18-4, you're thinking, well, do you know what? Wigan could maybe get themselves back into this game. Not a bit of it. Not on a night like this. Ryan Hall in the corner, just 2 tries now behind, of course, the great Danny Maguire. Incredible. And what I really liked again in the post-match interview was Ryan Hall saying that, he likes to go into the player. He's not one of these wingers that likes to do the flash ones like the Matty Ashtons of this world, the Tom Johnstons, of the world. No, that's not his style. What he likes to do is attack the defender with his shoulder, leave himself the space on the outside to put the ball down. Brilliant analysis. Really love listening to Ryan Hall. I think they're lining him up once he's finished playing for a role at Sky. And do you know what? I could listen to the man all day. Absolutely brilliant. And then, a real comedy of errors for Wigan Warriors. Kalepi Tanganoa. I mean, everybody was waiting for the referee. I have to say, credit to Tanganoa. Another try in a season of tries for Tanganoa. He's playing brilliantly today. What a signing Kalepi Tanganoa has been for Hull KR. Him, Whitbread, Hiku, they're all really chiming in this year. They're doing a great job. And off he goes, just about manages to get himself to the line for yet another score for Kalepi Tanganoa in 2024. What a season he's having. Really enjoyed this. There's nothing better than seeing great rugby league football. And that's what this was. Hull KR, 1-17. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We talk about Wigan Warriors, middle unit and how big it is. Let's be fair. They went toe-to-toe, time again. Brilliant performances from the likes of Whitbread. I thought Whitbread played well. Jesse Sue on his return as well. Really good indeed. Probably Sue for me. Him and Thompson, the best 2 forwards, I think, on the field in terms of prop forwards. But where KR really, it was on the edges. He was on the edge. I mean, when was the last time you saw Liam Farrell sat down like he was for that try from Jesse Save? I mean, he went straight at him. Sit yourself down, Liam, son. Outstanding. I mean, obviously, good news for Liam Farrell. He got his try at the end of the consolation try. I think the only thing really that Wigan can take out of this is the return of Ethan Havard, sorry. I think that's as good as it gets, really, for Wigan. Bottom line is, they turned up at Craven Park yet again, and they were beaten. This is turning into a bit of a bogey team, isn't it, for Wigan? It bodes well for the Challenge Cup. Don't get me wrong, two very different games. But you know what? This will give Hull KR a lot of confidence going into that Challenge Cup semi-final in a couple of weeks' time. Congratulations, you Up the Robins fans out there. You must be absolutely delighted. And of course, Wigan now, what a mouth-watering game we've got on Thursday with Wigan going up against Catalan Dragons, who had their own problems at the LSV. We'll get to that in the sheds a little bit later on this afternoon. Don't worry about that. Right, who are we giving the 3-2-1 to this week? Well, I mean, not surprisingly, I think they're all going to be wearing a Hull KR shirt, and rightly so. But I do want to give credit to Cruz Leeming. I thought Cruz Leeming, when he came onto the field for the Wigan Warriors, he added some injection, 6 runs from dummy half. He made 101 metres from 10 carries. That's a good effort. 2 tackle busts. He had 21 tackles in D. I thought Cruz Leeming on a losing team, really good. Thompson, yet again, he's driving his defence in his minutes, over 60 minutes in this game, yet again, from Luke Thompson. Looks a unit, played really, really well. Bottom line is, once KR got 18-0 up, we saw in Wigan something very similar to what we saw at Saints, is the fact that they were really all over the place. The amount of balls they were putting down, Wigan fans will look at it and go, they had the chances, they did, but because of the goal line defence, because of the speed off the mark. I mean, Hull KR won a lot of rucks last night. And Wigan then started to try and overplay. They tried to push the odd pass. And of course, that leads to knock-ons and balls going out and all sorts of stuff going on. And, if Huddersfield had adopted the same tactics at Totally Wicked, maybe Huddersfield would have come away with a win this week. That's obviously in dispatches. We're talking about Hull KR. Anyway, let's get back to it. Who are we giving the 3-2-1 Well, I have to give. It's a real close one, this. It's a real close one. But I'm going to go Oliver Gildart. I am. I'm going to go against Sky. I'm going to go Oliver Gildart. Oliver Gildart, back from HIA protocols. He made a try. He scored a try. He, as well as Hiku on the other side, both from really good in D last night, forcing the errors. He had 11 carries for 77 metres. He did 7 tackle busts on his return as well, and a clean break. I think the fact that he's come back from HIA protocols, the fact that he's gone up against his former team, and he's had a real stellar game in this match. And do you know what? I'm going to give it to Oliver Gildart. He gets me 3 points. 2 points I'm going to give to Petter Higgins, and rightly so. A really well taken try. It was all about him and Evels and the combination. Evels had another good game last night after the shock of the week before in Catalan. Evels showed back up last night. Really, really good performance from him. But yeah, Hiku too, without doubt. I think he deserves the 2 points. Again, 14 carries, 148 metres from him, 4 tackle busts, a clean break, and of course his try. So Petter Hiku, yeah, I'm going to give him the 2 points. And the 1 point I'm going to give to Kalepi Tanganoa. Kalepi Tanganoa, brilliant try from Tanganoa. 5 tackle busts from him when he was on the field of play. I thought Tanganoa, I think, quite simply, the 2 edges dominated Wigan last night. Really dominated. I mean, there's no question in my mind about that. It was all about the Hull KR 3-quarter line. They made so many metres, so many breaks. They forced so many errors. It was a real good collective performance. And, it pains me to say it, Burgess really, just for his defensive effort alone, maybe he should have got some points. But alas, in this game, maybe other players were better. But Joe Burgess, like I've said already, my friend, that was one of the best pieces of individual play that I've seen this season. And I salute you, sir, here on In the Sheds. Absolutely. Right, we'll be back later in the day for more In the Sheds action. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Nobody does it like Super League Raw. Enjoy the Warrington-Salford game as well. We will be back a little bit later on. What a game at Craven Parks. Hull KR 26, the Wigan Warriors 10. Woo-hoo!